So we got 48 orders going out, totaling a little over $1,300 in sales. Stick around to the end of the video to find out what's sold. This Banana Republic women's white jeans sold for $11 plus shipping. And this Izod shirt sold for $12.56 plus shipping. And these women's Cabela's cargo shorts sold for $14.36 plus shipping. And this Ben Sherman hat sold for $17.95 plus shipping. So the thing I wanted to talk to you all about today was the reason why resellers seem to be quitting more and more often is because it's a failure to have a long-term vision for your business. I believe it is vision that keeps you disciplined through the ups and downs of reselling. And I wanted to just quickly share some vision principles with you all. Vision is the capacity to see further than your eyes can see. Vision is the greatest form of hope, and you were born to see beyond sight. So vision is what gives you the unique discovery about what you're supposed to master. See, sight is the ability to see things as they are, but vision is the capacity to see things as they could be. So all true visions in life are going to be tested for authenticity. Why? Because it's going to be tested to see if you believe it to be true. So that's why the test of slow sales, the test of lowball offers, the test of angry customers, the test of returns is all there to test your character, to see how much discipline you have in your vision. So my vision for my business is to continue to keep growing this store, this 8,600 item store, to be able to fill up this warehouse with 20 to 30,000 items. And I'm going to do that over the course of the next 5 to 10 years. So I have that vision in place to keep listing 50 items a day, no matter what is going on around me. You know, some days I may only have 20 sales. Someday I may only have 18 sales, but that's not going to disturb me. That is not going to really mess up my plan because I have a long-term vision with my business and for my business, and for my life in general. So I'm just asking you guys today, do you have a vision for your business? Do you have a vision for your life? Because it is not all about just the day-to-day. It is about that long-term goal. Ask yourself, what do you want out of reselling? And how are you going to go get that? And how are you going to obtain what you want out of reselling? Some people just want to get into reselling to just pay for a few vacations a year. Some people want to quit their 9-to-5 job and get full-time reselling. So I just say to you, please write your vision down. Please write down what you want out of reselling so you can continue to work through those goals and you can avoid burnout, you could avoid quitting. I just say to you, never, ever, ever quit on your dream. Never, under any circumstance. Keep pushing, keep going. You might be surprised on how many people might be quitting. It's because they lack vision. They lack discipline. Doing difficult things is hard. That's why they're called difficult things. Think about how many people want the easy way out. Reselling is not easy. Even though you see YouTube videos and it makes it look, oh man, this is so easy. It is not easy. It's even harder if you lack systems and processes. So I just really encourage you all watching today, write down your vision for your business, and it's going to allow you to really ride the waves of the ups and downs when it comes to reselling. Now let me stop blabbing and let's get into what sold. This weatherproof jacket sold for $14.95 plus shipping. It's pretty amazing on how many jackets we seem to still be selling, even though today it's supposed to be 98 degrees. But hey, very thankful. This J. Crew women's denim jacket sold for $15.36 plus shipping. This men's Kangol hat sold for $15 plus shipping. Starting to list a lot more of these hats now and really happy to see them selling. Listing a lot more shoes lately. It's been nice because I've had boxes and boxes of shoes that have been needing to be listed. These Nike women's running shoes sold for $11 plus shipping, not much, but these came from a purchase from a fire relief center that I did about a year ago, and it was about 10,000 pounds of clothing, shoes, belts, and whatnot. just really happy to get these listed. If you guys have a ton of inventory to be listed and a bunch of back stock, I just say, don't be overwhelmed. Don't be stressed. Get it listed. Get it listed little by little. Or if it saves you time, and time is money, right? Donate it. Have a yard sale. There are multiple ways to get rid of items. It doesn't have to just be eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. You see people doing whatnot and they're crushing it. So there are other ways to get rid of items. Reselling does not just have to be limited to eBay. Just because I do eBay doesn't mean that eBay is going to work for everyone. So if you have a bunch of inventory or a huge death pile, just start coming up with different ideas and different ways to get rid of that inventory. Have a yard sale. Put them up on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, start a whatnot. So for me, I was kind of getting a little bit stressed on like getting all this stuff listed, and I never knew when I was going to get it done. But now that I have a few listers listing for me, I don't mind having them, do the listings and do the research to be able to price those items. So just encourage you guys that don't be stressed if you have a death pile. Just start working at it little by little, and you'll find that that death pile is soon going to vanish. These women's Eddie Bauer jeans, size 8, sold for $14 plus shipping. This women's Maurice's top sold for $9 plus shipping. Something I was always having a hard time figuring out was the neck style, was the sleeve style, what type of material this is. And I believe that it is mastering what you're selling is really going to lead you to more and more sales. You need to be able to know what you're selling for you to be able to structure your keywords properly and for you to choose the correct item specifics, which is why I developed this guide, this complete guide for eBay item specifics for clothing. I really think that it's going to help you go further, faster in your reselling journey when it comes to clothing. For me, when I was just starting out, the one thing that I got most annoyed of was having to go back and forth searching for definitions. So if you could see here, we have over hundreds of item specifics ready for you guys to master and take advantage of this book. And it can be overwhelming when you're first starting out. It's hard. It's a lot of variety, a lot of variations, a lot of different types of styles, especially if you're coming into women's clothing. So I just really encourage you guys to level up your knowledge so you can have that competitive advantage when it comes to this market growing over the next few years. You could find it linked down below, either a hard copy or an ebook. I do believe that the hard copy is a little bit better because you could have it right by your side while you do your listings. I just encourage you guys to keep gaining knowledge, keep learning about the items you're selling, because the more that you know about the items that you're selling, the more that you can have a better advantage when you go out sourcing. This women's Nike track jacket sold for actually $17.46 plus shipping. Stop throwing the packages. This North Face leggings sold for $9 plus shipping. This women's jumpsuit by the brand Pretty Garden sold for $10 plus shipping. Getting into some of the viewer comments, the Clothing Cottage asked on a recent podcast that I did with Cha-Ching King, he says, about storage units, he thought that they were auctioned off when no one paid the bill. Does that mean that some of the units were being paid until recently? So talking to some storage unit managers recently, they give the original owners of the units about 60 days before they start to have them, put them on their website or have them at a live auction. So they also said that they give the buyer up until the end of the auction. They give the original owner up until the end of the auction to pay that unit before they post that auction up. So you might want to do a little research. One thing that brought up in our Patreon call from Sal Leota, he made a great suggestion that if you are going to these storage unit warehouses, you're going to want to speak with the managers and say, hey, I'm a clothing reseller, I'm a shoe reseller, I'm a toys reseller, whatever reseller you are, and just say, hey, are there any private auctions or any private units that I can buy right now? Because these storage unit managers do not want to go through paying all the fees of listing these online and all of the taxes and extra fees that come with it. So you're going to want to maybe speak with a few managers and just let it be known of what you do. And then say, hey, if you ever come across a unit that you do not want to list online, just say, I I would be interested. And they said, Sal had said that you just have to pay whatever they owe on the unit. So maybe it's just a couple months rent, which can be as little as like $50 a month to like a couple $100 a month. But at the same time, you'll be beating a lot of other people to the punch because, you know, there is more and more competition now when it comes to storage units. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Do you buy storage units? That's something I've been having more fun with recently, but it also does come with its headaches. And this men's Nike Polo sold for $11 plus shipping. So we're just about to hit about $88,000 in sales for the year, which is bringing us very close to our total. We did 178,000 in sales last year, so we're going to be around that ballpark area for this year, which I think is an absolute blessing to sell thousands of pre-owned clothing items online in the middle of nowhere. That is a beautiful thing. So this is why it's important to have vision in your business, to really set some goals and key markers. If you want help developing a plan and vision for your business, we are guiding and helping other resellers just like you. We just hit about 44 members in our Patreon, where Marcus Dixon and I help provide some tips and strategies on help you guys go further faster to your road to 6 figures. You could check it out linked down below. What you do get in this group is a guaranteed store review. You get access to a reseller item specifics guide, as well as joining a community of other resellers growing their sales up hundreds of % month over month, really putting these strategies in place to help maybe jump off that 9-to-5 schedule, to help be your own or self-owned business, you know? So that is our goal, is to help you guys kind of make that jump if you're willing to put in the work, put in the discipline, and really be consistent on where you want to see your business. So you have a 7-day free trial. You could try it out. Everything is run on Discord, and we provide you with 9 hours of coaching every week. You can check it out linked below. And if you do like it, it's just $1 a day after that. We'll see you there. All right, not the best brand. You know, Kenneth Cole is not something I'm going to be waking up out of bed in the morning and go, man, I need to find me some Kenneth Cole because that's going to change my business. Well, anyways, these were part of a storage unit buyout I did last year, and they still sold for $29.95 plus shipping. So one of the best things about this inventory system is the ability to pull your orders with light speed. You're not having to dig through those bins like you're probably starting to do and get a little bit of exhausted about. So this is the best part, is that everything is in a sequential order, and it goes numerical down the line in consecutive order, so you're able to really find the orders that come in on eBay. For example, we have an order that is 15521, and there it is right up front. Easy to see, easy to grab. I just get a lot of questions from time to time. Where do I find those shelves? Where do I find those boxes? How do I find those bags? Well, I'll tell you what. You can find them linked in the description down below. And a little bit goes a long way into supporting the channel. So I'm very thankful. You can find the racks, you can find the poly bags, you can find the boxes. All of these items found down below. And if you're looking to get into reselling, I would highly suggest starting off on the right foot. Because if you look back on some of my older videos, I started in the bin system. And now the bin system is long gone, and I have moved through that. Really just got tired of losing orders and digging through bins. So if you guys are wanting to speed up your pooling and packing process, you might want to check out switching to this sequential system that you do see pretty much everywhere on YouTube now. Another few principles about vision that are going to be helpful for you guys to understand, and really is the key to transformation. So if all true visions are tested for authenticity, and if your vision is truly from God, then life is going to test it to make sure that it is authentic. So get used to the idea of challenges if your vision is real. The challenges and the tests in life, they don't come to stop your vision. They come to test it to prove if it's real. So if you get what I'm saying, you may be going through something right now. You may be going through challenges. People aren't wondering what you're going through. People don't care what you're going through. People are wondering how you're going through. That is called character development. Everyone wants power. Everyone wants the power of the Holy Spirit. But do you have the character to contain that power. My belief is that character is who you are when no one's watching. So refine yourself. Embrace the difficult things. Embrace the hard times. Because anyone can have a good time when things are going great. But it's when the bad times hit. Who are you? Who are you when the bad times hit? Who are you when you have 5 sales when you usually get 10? Who are you when you have tons of things going on? Your car breaks down, you get a flat tire, your kid goes to the hospital, whatever happens. Who are you? It is those tests through life that really make the difference. In essence, it's all about character development. So I just encourage you guys, if you're going through something right now, hold steadfast to your vision, remain faithful, and never give up. A brand that gets laughed at all the time, well, Maurice's tank top sold for $8.36 plus shipping. God bless you, Maurice's. All right, so as you all know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, we've been listing a lot of these bags that came from a storage unit about last year. The brand is Tumi. Tumi is an awesome brand to be on the lookout for. This bag had sold for $120 plus shipping. It is new with tags. Just a good quality brand to be on the lookout for. If you do sell bags, travel bags, messenger bags, duffel bags, whatever, you may be finding some of these bags in the bins with a lot less competition. So check it out. This Carhartt men's button-up shirt sold for $19.95 plus shipping. Another pretty bad brand. But hey, still sold, $12.56 plus shipping. This is a St. John's Bay women's button-up shirt. Here are some women's Wrangler jeans, but there's something special about these. They are Q-Baby. Q-Baby meaning that they have a elastic waistband. Wranglers are usually hit and miss, right? But these sold pretty much instantly in a couple days for $12.50. So there are some certain brands that have certain models that sell better, but the brand itself, like modern day Wranglers, typically sell very slow and for not much money. But if you're able to look for like Wranglers 20X series, Wranglers George Strait series, Wranglers 13W MWZ, Wranglers 47 MWZ. Those are some of the models that are a little bit more popular, which have a little bit more of a higher average sale price and higher sell-through rate. So just something to maybe do some due diligence on some of those brands that you usually pass up, but maybe you want to look out for some certain models within that brand that can help raise your average sale price and your sell-through rate. Because to be honest, most people at my local bins and at my local thrift stores, they're passing up Wranglers. These Calvin Klein new with tags men's underwear sold for $21.95 plus shipping. In that storage unit was thousands of pairs of new with tag underwear dating all the way to early 90s to like late 2010. So don't be sleeping on new with tag underwear, and I know some people just crush it when it comes to vintage underwear. So I know it's something that I'm not ever going to be picking up again, but I'm trying to like lot these up, but I'm actually finding that listing them individually is being able to just sell them a lot faster. So I'm kind of breaking down the lots of Calvin Klein underwear and starting to just list one at a time. And I'm seeing that people are starting to buy it more and more. So if you're, try lotting it up if you have a bunch, but if you notice that no one's really bidding on them, and I've had them lotted up for over a year, but I just noticed breaking those down or either creating a multi-quantity listing as well can be helpful for you, because not everyone wants 6 pairs of Calvin Klein underwear, which that makes sense, right? All right, so like these Jockey men's underwear sold for $12 plus shipping, nothing crazy, but you could see they were made in 2006. Probably can't see that, but hey, you know, just trying to, you know, if life gives you lemons, what do? I don't know, doesn't really apply here, but just happy to get these things out of here. I'm gonna go use those profits to buy more clothing. So maybe you have a ton of stuff that you don't normally sell. Just take those profits of those items and then go start to niche down into picking up the items that you do actually want to resell. This new with tags LuLaRoe women's top sold for $10 plus shipping. This new with tags Puma beanie sold for $10 plus shipping. This Western Pearl Snap shirt by the brand Plains sold for $21.95. Plains is a good Western wear brand to be on the lookout for. This women's fleece pullover sweater by the brand Cuddle Duds sold for $12.56 plus shipping. And this women's motherhood shirt sold for $10.50 plus shipping. And these Diesel shoes for men's size 9 sold for $100 plus shipping. Diesel is a great brand to be picking up, though some categories within that brand do sell slower than others. I like picking up their jeans in particular, but also their shoes sell really well. These women's Nike running shorts that are lined sold for $21 plus shipping. These men's cargo shorts by the brand Territory Ahead sold for $12.55 plus shipping. This is one of the reasons why I love picking up the same items over and over again. Not the best brand though. These are new at tag Timberland jeans. The model is Kittery. They only sold for $40 plus shipping, but still at the same time, I've had these for over a year in my inventory, so I do offer deep discounts the longer these items have been in my inventory. Another brand that's just rocking is Chrome Industries. This is kind of like a cycling bag. It sold for $100 plus shipping. Original buyer paid $144. So be on the lookout for this brand, Chrome Industries. I've also sold a couple wallets by that brand for $50, $60. So a decent brand to add to your brand list. And we're selling socks. We're selling wool socks by the brand Darn Tough. These sold for $14 plus shipping. Here are some vintage women's shorts by the brand Vivaldi, sold for $12.56 plus shipping. We have these women's leggings by the brand Spanner, sold for $15 plus shipping. These women's Disney sweatpants sold for $10 plus shipping. It is still surprising to me how some of this winter kind of fall items still sell pretty decent over the summer. If you're still selling jackets and sweaters and long johns during this time of year, major props to you, and major props for you continuing to list those items while people are passing that up. Typically this time of year, people are just only going for the shorts, the t-shirts, the seasonal items. But now's the time to kind of be bulking your store up for Q4, because if you go on Google Trends and you just type in men's jeans, women's jeans, or type in men's sweaters, men's jackets, you're gonna see the uptrend start to tick up right around this time of year. Starting mid-August to the first week of August, you're going to see the trend start to be an uptrend in those search terms. So just go to Google Trends and type in some of those seasonal items so you can kind of capitalize on the trends reversing, because everyone at my local Goodwill bins, my garage sales, are just ignoring jackets and sweaters. For me personally, in my business model, I pick all of those items up during the hot months because there's just less competition. This pullover hoodie sweater by the brand Pitch and, what is it called? Stitch and Pine. Stitch and Pine women's sweater sold for $17.95 plus shipping. Been selling a lot of bags by this brand Timbuk2. Original buyer paid $104 or around there. This bag sold for $54 plus shipping. These Calvin Klein men's shorts sold for $6 plus shipping. These items are typically, 6-8 months old, so they are on a heavy, deep discount. And the older these items are in my store, the greater of a discount that I'm going to give to the buyer. This Nike windbreaker jacket sold for $20 plus shipping. These women's white jeans by the brand Jordache sold for $17.95 plus shipping. And these Eddie Bauer corduroy women's pants sold for $17.95 plus shipping. If you guys are wanting to know the types of brands that I'm continually on the lookout for, you're going to want to check out this video right here where it goes over the top 50 brands that I'm constantly trying to find or find locally in my area. I know it's going to be helpful for you for the next time you go out sourcing. Maybe you can find some of those items as well. I hope you have a blessed rest of the week, and remember, do not give up, do not quit, and stay persistent in your vision. Have a blessed week.